Do you know how Superman died in the 1950s and the Justice League had to fight against alien dinosaurs with the help of New Age heroes like the Flash, the Green Lantern and the Martian? Well, it's the secret untold battle which saved the humankind after the Second World War. Hours after the end of the Korean War, fighter pilots Hal Jordan and Kyle Ace Morgan clash with North Korean forces unaware of the war's end. Encountering a soldier, Hal is forced to kill him in self-defense, and his traumatized reaction to the ordeal gets him marked as a coward by his peers. Meanwhile, in the early years of the Vietnam War, Superman meets with Wonder Woman, who has rescued a village of women kept in slavery by the Viet Cong, and confronts her about her violent actions while Wonder Woman is incredulous about Superman's idealism. In 1955, Martian John Johns is accidentally transported to Earth by scientist Dr. Ertl, who suffers a fatal heart attack upon seeing the alien. Using his telepathic and shape-shifting abilities, Johns takes the identity of Gotham City detective John Jones, living as an honest cop while studying humanity's present knowledge of Martians. In 1957, Jones and Slam Bradley stop a cult from sacrificing a young boy with help from Batman. Intrigued by the book the cult had been using, Jones confiscates it as evidence. After a boxing match between Ted Grant and Cassius Clay, Captain Cold attempts to rob the casino the afterparty is held in. The Flash arrives to apprehend Cold. Shortly after, Ace tells Hal about a job offer from Ferris Aircraft, which Hal accepts. During his job interview with Carol Ferris, the two begin a relationship. Hal goes through various grueling tests before being accepted by Faraday to join a NASA expedition to Mars, a response to detection of Jones's arrival to Earth. Jones later discovers from a rogue NASA scientist and Faraday's mind that a rocket to Mars is being constructed, and is enticed to return home after witnessing humanity's fear and hate towards different races. Later John Henry, the vigilante black man who fought the KKK, is captured, tortured, and murdered by the Klan. Soon after, the Flash, having survived an attempted capture by Faraday, publicly announces his retirement out of disillusionment. Under the guise of quitting the Gotham Police, Jones hands over all of his notes and investigation into the center to Batman. As the rocket prepares launch, Jones attempts to sneak in, only to be caught by Faraday. Faraday is knocked unconscious in the struggle and Jones is forced to abandon his chance to return to Mars to save Faraday from the fire. On board the rocket, a crew member falls under the sway of the center and causes the rocket to malfunction. As Jones is captured by Faraday, Superman attempts to rescue Flag and Hal, but fail when the nuclear payload on board meant to attack any Martian enemies explode, killing Flag. Haunted by Flag's death, Hal mingles around the simulator, only to be met by a green ring. He meets Abin Sur, who had been injured by the explosion that had killed Flag. Abin declares Hal his replacement as Green Lantern, and dies from his injuries. Meanwhile, Batman meets up with Superman and informs him of Jones's notes about the center, passing the responsibility due to the scope of the situation. Themyscira is soon attacked by the center, now revealed to be the island that Cloud had claimed to be sentient. A heavily injured Wonder Woman flies in her invisible jet to warn of the attack just as Superman had finished dispatching a scout from the center. Lois Lane unveils the center to the world in a broadcast, prompting many to gather in an attempt to help defeat the creature, including Green Arrow, Adam Strange, the Sea Devils and Barry Allen. The gathered heroes initially butt heads, but Superman manages to rally them. However, his initial attempt to scout the center results in him seemingly being killed. Initially disheartened, the group formulate a plan to detonate a nuclear payload within the center's interior before using the Flash and Ray Palmer's White Dwarf lens to shrink and damage the center's atomic structure. Hal, Ace, and Captain Nathaniel Adam launch the first stage of the attack. Adam is seemingly killed in the explosion while Hal uses the ring to save himself and Ace in the nick of time. Jones is overwhelmed by the psychic attack from the center and briefly falls under its control, but Faraday sacrifices himself by absorbing the mental strain and is killed. The Flash succeeds in shrinking the center's mass, having run at the speed of light across its surface. As the center destabilizes, it attempts to continue its rampage. Hal uses his Green Lantern ring to wrap the center into a bubble and throws it into space, where it is destroyed. As Hal flies off to enjoy outer space, Aquaman arrives with Superman, who has survived the center's attack. President John F. Kennedy thanks the New Age heroes in his speech, The New Frontier, which signifies the birth of the New Age heroes to save the mankind. This DC adventure, thriller, hero movie is a must-watch for all the superhero fans no matter which camp you belong to. Thank you for watching Second Look. Like, comment and subscribe for more videos. Have a nice day.